This is how you save money on the carnivore diet. When you go to Walmart or any grocery store, look for the tags that are on clearance or on sale. This is the best way to fill your freezer or create a meat bank in your freezer. This is how you create carnivore food security. Good morning. Gonna head into Walmart and we're gonna check some prices and get a couple of things, but I'll take you along with me. I need to get some ground beef and some eggs, and I want to make some chicken broth for my cats. So we're going to get some form of chicken with bone in it. So I bought 2 5-pound chubs of ground beef, which I was not intending to do, but it was on sale. And I'm all about a bargain and getting something cheap. I didn't save a lot, but I did save. So the chicken that I got, I wanted to get wings, but the wings were super expensive. And this was $1.96 a pound for a 1.93 pounds. It's $3.78. This will make broth, and we'll just see how the cats like it. So this is 80/20 ground beef. It's 5 pounds and $26.59. It says that you saved $5.84. for the roll, not a pound. So I took a screenshot of the tags on the shelf so I could show you, and I'll insert that here. But just to show you, I did get 2. I was gonna have to get ground beef anyway. I saved $10 and some change. So we are going to get that packaged up, and I'm just going to use Ziploc bags this time. I'm not going to use vacuum sealer. This is going to be used so quickly, I don't feel the need to put it in the vacuum sealer bags. I want to get this meat put in the freezer because it was on clear, it's marked down because it's going to go out of date tomorrow. So I want to get it in the freezer now. What I suggest you do if you're going to put meat in something like a Ziploc bag or vacuum sealer bags or whatever, is like for these, I'm just gonna unzip all of them. It just makes it a little easier when you go to put the meat in. Make sure it is still good since it's close to expiration date, because you never know. And if you buy something and you open it and it doesn't smell right, take it back. Don't eat that cost. Also going to try and get 1.25 pounds in each bag. What I like to do is I like to use my scale. I put a saucer or some kind of container on the scale, and then I tare it, T-A-R-E, tear, or clear it out, zero it out so that it's not counting the weight of the plate. So we're just going to get a chunk. The reason I'm doing 1.25 pounds in each bag is because when you cook the meat, it's going to cook down, and if you just put 1 pound, you're not going to end up with 1 pound of meat. Fall over, and we are going to continue on. So I sped up the footage because I'm sure you don't want to just sit there and watch me cut up ground beef and stick it into a bag. But I did want to show the process for people who have never done this before. All right, so that is 1.25 pounds. I don't know why I was doing 1.5 pounds, but so this is what we ended up with. This little packet right here is 13.5 ounces, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1.25 pound bags of ground beef. So when you do this, the flatter you can get your bag and the flatter you can get the meat, the quicker that it freezes, but also the quicker it thaws. It also does not take up as much room in your freezer. For small freezers, that's amazing. This method saves you time and money, and that is how I keep my freezer full.